okay.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Brian.
Hello, Brian.
Nice to meet
Gina.
you. You look lovely.
To meet you. Thank you.
Thank you very much for coming. We really appreciate it.
Oh,
We're from
happy to be here.
Whedonopolis. It's a very Whedon-centric site.
Yes, I've heard about you all.
Oh, you have?
Yes, I have.
Hopefully it's for good
I have.
things.
No. Do I get to kiss Joss? Because I'm sure he checks it every now and then. Mwah.
We'd like to know. We would think you did. We would literally like to think you did. So I just have a couple questions. You worked in the Justice League before in the show.
Yes.
As a completely different character. But what was it like to come back to that universe, but as a completely different character than the one you were before?
It was great. It was fantastic. I was so happy to be asked to come back.
Really? You were
yes,
asked?
I was asked to come back. That was and to play such an iconic character. I mean, when I was playing Vixen, I was kind of making her up as I went along. I wasn't really familiar with her. She's sort of an obscure character, but Superwoman. And then the storyline being what it is, and being directly opposed to Wonder Woman, and all these beloved characters that I certainly grew up watching. It was great, but it was great. It was great to let my evil out.
I was gonna ask you about that. How familiar were you with the characters before you started doing the Justice League?
I wasn't very familiar with them. The big ones, sure. Green Lantern, there's all of those guys. Of course, I was familiar with them. Superwoman, not so much. So this was a little bit of an education. I'm sorry if I'm disappointing all of those comic fans out there. Sorry. I did my best. Certainly I hope I didn't let anybody down.
I'm sure it turned out great. Now, what was one thing in the story that really stood out for you while you were doing this?
It's just a great story, and the plot of it is really wonderful. There are all these, and it actually spoke to something that I kind of believe in terms of maybe there are alternate universes, maybe things are happening at the same time. When you talk about string theory and
the whole
time.
One little choice.
So exactly. So I love the idea of sort of crossing worlds and time and traveling, and I think that's fantastic. So that absolutely spoke to my heart and my sense of fantasy.
How does it feel knowing these guys were big fans of yours before they even asked you to be on the show? Because I was just talking to Andrea, and she's a huge Firefly fan, huge Joss fan. So is that nice? Is that
It's really sweet, and then at the same time it's a little nerve-wracking because you don't want to disappoint them. You don't want you don't want to show up and stink up the room and have them go, what the hell were we thinking? She's an aberration. She is a creation of, So it worked out great, and they keep asking me back. So I think I'm doing something great.
I was going to ask you about that. Would you like to do more?
Absolutely.
I think you've only done these Justice League animated shorts as a voiceover.
I've done the shorts. I think those are done. I believe there are probably a couple movies.
Oh, really?
Pending.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you
I'm just
about that.
waiting for the phone to
Oh, really?
ring. Oh, yeah. I'm
Oh,
a
that's
cheap
good.
date. I'll cut.
Now, can I ask you a different kind of off-track question?
Sure.
That doesn't have to do with this?
Oh, okay.
You've been kind of making the rounds in CW lately, I've noticed. Because I was looking at IMDb, and you were on Gossip Girl.
Yeah.
And you were on Vampire Diaries.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Guilty. Thank you.
No, that's great. That's great. My favorite show on the network is Supernatural. So, do you have any? Would you like to be on that?
They haven't called.
Would you like? Have you seen the show?
I have seen the show. I think it's great. I think it's dark and wonderful and mysterious. And they want to find a dark, wonderful, mysterious part for me to play.
That would be awesome.
I'm all in. Absolutely.
And what can we expect from you in the future? That's my last question.
Flash Forward.
Okay.
Definitely coming up. A little more of that. And I have an indie coming out called Don't Let Me Drown.
Don't Let Me Drown.
Yes.
Okay, well, thank you so much for your time. Good luck. I hope it's a big success.
Thank you.